A reading from the Gospel of Matthew. Jesus summoned his 12 disciples and gave them authority over unclean spirits to cast them out and to cure every disease and every sickness. These are the names of the 12 apostles. First, Simon, also known as Peter, and his brother Andrew. James, son of Zebedee, and his brother John. Philip and Bartholomew, Thomas and Matthew the tax collector, James, son of Alphaeus, and Thaddeus. Simon the Canaanian, and Judas Iscariot, the one who betrayed him. These 12 Jesus sent out with the following instructions: Go nowhere among the Gentiles and enter no town of the Samaritans, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. As you go, proclaim the good news: the kingdom of heaven has come near. Cure the sick, raise the dead, cleanse the lepers, cast out demons. You received without payment, give without payment. And I wonder, even at just a few seconds distance, I wonder how easily you could repeat all 12 of those names, some being way more memorable than others, which is such good news. Go, says Jesus, proclaim the good news. And he tells them, at first, to proclaim the good news in their own community. We'll look at why it is they're not to go to Gentiles or Samaritans in another context at another time. But these 12 are sent out into their own community to proclaim the good news. And who were they again? It's a challenge remembering the names of the 12, at least I think it is, and I've been in the preaching business over a quarter of a century. Indeed, the first sermon that I ever preached was on this passage, and I made myself rather unpopular in seminary by learning the names of the 12 and challenging my fellow seminarians to see if they could repeat them correctly, which none of them could do. It's such good news because it's a reminder that you don't have to be great and famous to go into your community and proclaim the good news. You don't have to be some kind of superhero to go and help change lives for the better by showing something of the good news of the love of God. Some of the names I read out went on to do things about which we know quite a lot, and they were hugely impressive people. Simon Peter, the founder of the church, is one such example. But some of them we know nothing about. They are just names on a list, like you and I are names on a baptismal register somewhere. That's all it takes to go and proclaim the good news. That's all it takes to go into our community and help make it a better place in God's name. Jesus started with 12, but he didn't finish with 12, and the list is endless, thank God.